Hey guys, so this is a cool score that I managed to get today from garage sale. I think you guys are going to be pretty happy with what I got. I am. It's quite a lot, so I might have to split this video up. I don't know about you guys. I know the YouTube likes like 10-minute videos or something like that, but I don't really care. I kind of like longer videos, and maybe you do too. Not really doing this for for YouTube fame and glory or anything, just fun, sharing. But anyways, so this was a garage sale that was like, the lady's a nice lady, and it belonged to her uncle who passed away some time ago. He used to run book, comic, and record shop, and this is all like from his personal collection. It's mostly like in really good shape too, and you could tell that he loved comics and he had a lot of the same kind of taste that I do. So I was pretty happy. This might be like one of my best scores, maybe the best one ever that I've got. Don't get too excited. There aren't like grails in here, but there is some cool stuff. Anyways, without further ado. Oh yeah, and I'll tell you at the end what I paid, because maybe you'll be happy too. I like hearing about when other people get good deals and stuff, so I'll let you know at the end. Feel free to, imagine. Okay, so 3D, Wallywood. Wallywood is a favorite. That's number 1. 3D Zone number 2, Weird Tales of Basil Wolverton. That should be pretty cool too. Little Nemo and Slumberland 3D, Winsor McKay, classic. Alice Cooper, The Last Temptation, number 1, Neil Gaiman and Michael Zulli. I like Michael Zulli. This is, it looks like the black and white was on duotone and then colored. I also love Alice Cooper, one of the first records I ever bought as a kid. Okay. Alien Encounters, number 1. These are like sci-fi anthologies. I think it's mature readers. I did flip through the art in these, so I'm not really sure if I'm super keen on them. Let's take a look though. Yeah, like say this is pretty nice rendering, but it's a shame that the anatomy is not like super on point, as you can see. It's weird. To be really great, you kind of gotta get rendering and the basics down, but this is nice. Alien Encounters number 4. Number 5. Just a second. Number 7. Eclipse is a nice publisher, I think. They did some cool stuff. Aliens vs. Predator number 1. This is a full set. I have it already, but maybe I'll be able to upgrade the condition of the copies I have. Also, I kind of like having it, because maybe I'll end up like giving it away to a friend or something. This is solid as far as the Alien and Predator comics go. It's a good series. So that was 1 to 4. Batman Legends of the Dark Knight. As I mentioned previously, I like Bart Sears, so this is part 1 and 2. I had part 3. However, after flipping through these, it did look like part 3 was when he did his best work on it. These look a little rushed, so some old horror reprints from, I guess it's reprints in the 70s, but of stuff from the 50s. Beware, number 5. Some Dark Horse here, Black Cross. I love Charles Vess. I have this series already, but it took me so long to get them that I figured I'll just double it. So there's 1 to 3, Book of Ballads and Sagas by Charles Vess and friends, and they're like adaptations of like English, Irish, Scottish mythology and folklore. and done by Charles Vess. You can't go wrong. So I don't know if there's like necessarily Welsh and Celtic stuff near it, but I like that kind of thing. You gotta like the line work of Charles Vess. Yeah, I'm just gonna like flip through once in a while when there's notable art. I'll keep it moving, but it's nice to, you know, stop and smell the flowers with you guys a little bit. Good stuff. Ballads of Sagas number 3. Got the complete Brat Pack series there. 1 through 5. I'm not familiar with this. I've only seen Rick Veitch's stuff on the old Ninja Turtle series, but this has been recommended a couple times recently. Just through happenstance. So, give it a whirl. As usual, anything I don't keep, I'll flip, but you know, sometime I might get to the point that I'll, I might, when I get stuff like at a nice price and everything, I might want to send you guys stuff for trade or something like that. That might be a cool thing to do. I'm not entirely sure yet, but that's something to consider. Something I'll be thinking about. There's a bunch of like erotic comic stuff, so I can't show it with the full covers or any interiors on YouTube. So this is Liaison Delicieuse. Well, I guess that would be delicious liaisons. Bushwhacked. I'm not sure who. I'm not familiar with any of these artists or writers on these. Ironwood. Sinnin. That kind of like underground indie look. Those might be flips. Let's see. This illustration looks pretty nice though. Captain America number 214. Falcon. It's Kirby stuff. This is real minty. A lot of this stuff is really minty. It's great. It's well taken care of, you know. The pages are all like still the colors are all really crisp. No discoloring or fading for the most part. Sheesh Wizard number 2, the complete Sheesh Wizard. So there's 80s reprints. Take a look a little bit. Nice character designs. Von Bodie, although I've heard his name pronounced Baudet. Bodie's cooler though, man. This is Point Break style. One grenade with feet. Frag grenade. There was a lot of Richard Corbin in that collection. I have this already, but I'll upgrade my conditions and maybe flip these. Children of Fire number 1. Number 2. Number 3. I do like that like 80s. Is it like about 1990-ish too? Richard Corbin style. When it's a little bit more realistic, less exaggerated or stylized. He's great either way, but that's just my preference. So this is Chiller, James D. Hudno, R.I.P. with John Ridgway. This gotta be 80s. I have no idea what that is, but it's a graphic novel. Corbin Special, Edgar Allan Poe. This looks pretty neat. Gonna open it up a little look inside because it looked pretty nice. Apparently, sometimes he was working with like an early version of Adobe Photoshop on Macintosh. Because in one of these comics they mention it, even though it was like 1990 or 91. So I don't know if that was how they did like these kind of gradients or like almost an airbrushed look. These ghostly ladies. That's nice looking. More of this like kind of 60s, 70s Marvel stuff. Reprints of earlier things. Creatures on the Loose. It's like giant monster mags. Well, comics, not magazine format, but you know what I mean. This guy, Mumba. That's funny. Sounds like there's something moving behind me. Don't mind my voice being soft in these videos. I kind of like gotta sit cross-legged to do these, so can't really get a lot of air in the lungs. Try to find a better way, because I know in my earlier videos when I wasn't like that, voice was had more boom, probably better volume and whatnot. Anyway, the little things, technicalities, right? Creatures on the Loose, number 14. Some of these do look Kirby-ish, but I'm not sure if it's like Dick Ayers or something else. Is it in this one? The other one? Okay, anyways. Crypt of Shadows, number 7. It was a long day. I had to like travel pretty far and commute was pretty rough. So, are these reprints of 50s stuff too? Let's see. 1973. Previous copyright 1954. Oh yeah. Okay, right. I think this has like Stan Lee writing and art too, if I'm not mistaken. I've come across a little bit of this kind of thing. Crypt of Shadows, number 20. Number 21. 21. Cyberpunk, number 1. I really like 80s and early 90s renditions of Cyberpunk. High-tech, low-life. Got the Legion of Doom there. There you go. Should be interesting. The Legend, Damlog, the Assassinator, number 1. This is just wonderful trash. Pure stupid greatness. No offense. It's actually, like, pretty enjoyable. Ridiculous. There's other issues of this, apparently. Other printings of this issue, too. Black Saw is back. He's got a freaking chainsaw for a hand. Daredevil number 162. This is Steve Ditko. There was some like pretty minty Matt Zucchelli and Frank Miller Daredevil. So this is number 180. Number 185. 186. 227. 229. Or sorry, that was 228. This is 229. $232. Dark from Apple Comics, Dark Fantasy. It's like classical kind of illustration style. Nice gestures and rendering. Yeah, I was like, when I was looking at this, I was like, is this Frazetta or Wally Wood or Al Williamson or something? But it's a guy who emulates them. Kevin Gregory Schnaper. Never heard of him. But looks pretty good. I guess he did this when he was like 21. So, or... Good for you, man. So this might be somebody to look up to and see what they've been up to after this. Still getting those Dark Horse Presents with the original Sin City. These are all really minty. Yeah, there's actually like a collection of just about every Dark Horse Presents there. It's kind of sad to not get them all, but I, have a budget, so can't get everything. Yeah, but I'll go into that more later as far as like what... It's a good deal on these, man. Real kick-ass. Yeah, like there's a lot of Bacchus Dark Horse Presents I would have liked to get. A lot of Eddie Campbell stuff. So, Jack Kirby again. Demon, number 6. Demon, number 8. Let's look at this number 6 here. It's a nice 2-pager. Yeah, seeing these like kind of hurt because I wondered if maybe somebody had, maybe if there were more in the collection that I had missed out on, but you can't feel too bad about that kind of thing. This is the Matt Wagner miniseries. I did read number 1, so I figured I wouldn't mind reading the rest of them. Saw these there. The complete 1 to 4. Fear, number 7. More reprints for earlier stuff, if I'm not mistaken. Again, I'm not sure who this is by looking at it. I couldn't find credits or signature. The thing behind the wall. These big monsters, they're just like... They're the factory of them. It's coming out. I wonder too, it's like if you have these monsters where maybe the design won't necessarily be iconic or stand in the annals of time, you kind of just make them really big. Say if you have a design for something and you're like, yeah, that's pretty good, but not, you know, maybe I won't be able to do a lot with it. You just mess with the size, maybe make them giant. Fear number 8. Give me liberty. 1 to 4. I might have these already. Gibbonson, Frank Miller, of course. Probably the best Martha Washington stories. It's more Corbin, I believe. Horror in the Dark from Fantagore Press. I'm really not sure how much of these I'll end up keeping as far as this, because I like Corbin a lot, but not necessarily enough to like have it, own everything he's ever put out. Kind of just my favorite stuff, maybe. Just because it's a question of real estate, I don't really have a room to be filled up with comics or anything like that. We're in the Dark, number 3. Number 4. Big collection of Commandy. Number 10. Number 11. Some of these I have already, but I'll just upgrade the condition and stuff. Number 12. These are just fun. It's cool that I'll be able to finally read like a good stack in order, because I've just had random issues in the past. Number 13. Number 14. Number 15. 16. I'm sure you can get the gist that it's almost like a Kirby Planet of the Apes. That kind of last human on Earth. Here's a 2-pager. Experimental Animals. Biochemical Research Section. Unauthorized persons not admitted. Commandy's a good guy. Number 17. Number 18. Some of these are like real minty. Number 26. Yeah, there's a little bit of a jump. Missing 20 to 25. 27. This is like mint. It's like no marks or Mars. Oh, maybe it's like another one, because there's a little bit on the corner, but I'm not a huge stickler from that kind of thing. The white's still pretty white. It's just like a bonus. A lot of the time I just get stuff to read it. So the condition is like, you know, it's gravy. Number 28. 29. 30. Commandy, the Last Boy on Earth, number 31. 32. Giant sized. 33. Yeah, there's a big stack of Kirby Losers war comic, Our Fighting Forces. I think I heard, maybe it was on Kayfabe or your boy Zach's channel, saying that like the guy who wrote this war comic, he like just wrote the same story like 1,000 times, just slightly differently. We'll see. I had one of these before, and I remember I like actually did like it. Our Fighting Forces 152. 155, 156, 158, 159, 160, 161, 162. Yeah, I think this was actually the first Kirby comic I ever had. It was real trashed, so it was cool to get it again. Because I remember even though it was trashed, I like traded it for like $10 credit somewhere. 153. Okay, this video has been pretty long, so catch up on M to Z and a little bit more details of that score in the next video, part 2. Thanks guys, see you then.